Good evening, and welcome to the second course of the Weetabix Northamptonshire Food and Drink Awards 2020-21. I'm delighted to welcome you here this evening as we celebrate individuals from the sector through our local food hero, our chef, and our Booker Young Chef categories. It's an absolute joy to be celebrating these particular individuals tonight, and I do hope you'll enjoy the evening. Despite what I said in November, we actually will be having a third course. Unfortunately, due to restrictions and my inability to find a reliable crystal ball and not knowing what was going to happen, we're celebrating 3 more categories next month. That will be Student of the Year, World Cuisine Restaurant of the Year, and Booker Dining Venue of the Year. And I hope you'll join us then. I'd also like to tell you some news about Made in Northamptonshire. After years of standing up at our Food and Drink Awards, as many of you will know, just before Christmas we launched a shop at Rushden Lakes. It was very successful. We're closed currently because of restrictions, but we will be reopening again, and we'll let you know. Look out on our social media channels. But we are still out there, and in particular, I'm delighted to announce that we're at Jay's at Elsbarton. They celebrate 40 glorious years in 2021. Made in Northamptonshire celebrates 10 years. So it's a perfect collaboration and we're really excited about it. So let's get on with this evening. I'm very pleased to announce the wonderful Reverend Richard Coles to say a few words of welcome. See you at the end of the evening.
Thank you, Rachel. Greetings from Findon Vicarage. I'm delighted to be able to lend my support to the Food and Drink Awards, especially in these 3 categories: Local Food Hero, Chef, and Booker Young Chef. It's so important to celebrate the skills which make what you do possible, especially in a year as tough as this, where it's not just skills, but resilience and character and all those things are so important. So those awards are especially significant this year. My own interest in this is considerable, both as a consumer of your products, and there is nothing I'm looking forward to more once our lockdown ends than getting my knees under the table somewhere posh and having a lovely old nosh up and seeing what those skills have done with the fantastic produce that the county provides. And as we continue to build a food culture here, which I think would be very welcome to a great many people, not just because it's good to eat, but also because it's going to play such an important part in rebuilding the county and putting together again a vibrant sector that people can enjoy and share and take pride in. So hurrah, let's all do that. My own skills are perhaps limited. I still remember, after what I thought was a rather successful Devilled Kidneys on MasterChef, John Turreau telling me afterwards that it was possibly the most terrible thing he'd ever had to eat on the programme. Partly because he dislikes kidneys, partly because my kidney was so rare, I think it would be more accurate to describe it as a post-mortem. And partly because when they actually get to sample them, the food is cold and congealed, so sorry about that. But enough of my poultry skills, it's your considerable skills we want to celebrate and look forward to them encouraging once again and stimulating again life and interest in our county and wider afield in this region. So thank you very much to them. And I should now like to hand over to Francesca Theocli from headline sponsor Weetabix.
Thank you, Richard, and welcome everyone to this second course of the Weetabix Northamptonshire Food and Drink Awards. Now, as a breakfast food company, we're usually not as interested in second courses, but perhaps a recent social media post might convince you tonight to consider for your savoury course maybe a delicious plate of beans on your Weetabix. Anyway, I'll leave that one with you. So I'd really like to take this moment to thank the category sponsors for the awards which we're celebrating tonight. That's Northampton College, Dawn Farms and Booker. Your support for the awards, the people, the businesses has been strong and a real testament to what we can achieve when we support each other through these unprecedented times. One thing I love about these awards is the fact that they go beyond the businesses and they recognise fantastic individuals. So this has been a year more than any other where the character of those individuals has really shone through. The dedication in the past year to be agile and continue to serve the nation has been truly inspiring. And it's fair to say, I think the nation owes a debt of gratitude to many of you. The Minister from DEFRA recently wrote to all food producers to say how much we are appreciated. And as I look at those who are working hard again during a third lockdown, adapting, serving, innovating, putting customer care at the front of their minds, it just makes me incredibly proud to work in this industry. At Weetabix, we have a very strong focus on our people because we know it's the people that make the difference. This month in particular, we're celebrating our apprentices, a group of young people who represent the very best of us. Throughout the challenges of the pandemic, they've continued to adapt to every change necessary and most importantly have maintained that passion, that fun, that belief in what they're up to, which I hope you'll agree makes working in the food industry so very worthwhile. So finally, a word on our finalists tonight. Each and every one of you has done so well to get through the judging stages. You are all winners and I hope you feel rightly proud of yourselves and know that the industry is behind you. So I'll leave it there. I'll hand over to Anna now, who's going to take us through this evening's proceedings, this time just a little bit shorter than before. And don't forget to look out for the details on our third course, which will be live in March. Over to you, Anna.
Thank you, Fran, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before I start with the formal proceedings, I'd like to introduce you to Chef Simon Dyer, a long-standing supporter of the competition and this year one of the judges at our Senior Chef Cook-Off. Simon has worked in some of the finest restaurants around the world, including under Gordon Ramsay at Claridge's, the Savoy Grill and Petrus, and only last month he stepped down from his role as head chef on Sir Richard Branson's Caribbean retreat, Necker Island. And where did he learn his culinary craft? Right here at Northampton College. Simon, over to you.
Good evening, and it's a pleasure to be part of Northamptonshire Food Awards once again. It's been a tough year for us all, and let's hope we can get back to some normality soon. Northamptonshire has played a huge role in my journey, starting off at Northampton College and moved me onto a global culinary career. I'm always proud to come back home and see what exceptional talent our county has to offer, and this year was no exception. I'd like to wish all the chefs best of luck, and hopefully 2021 will be a better year. Thank you very much and have a good night.
A big thank you to Simon, who remains dedicated to the county in which he trained. We are very grateful for his continued heartfelt support. So before we move to our chefs categories, let's begin our second course of awards presentations with that of Local Food Hero of the Year, which, after being sponsored by our now headline sponsor Weetabix in latter years, has been generously supported this time by Northampton College. The category is one that's very dear to the awards team's hearts, for it stands alone in being the only one in the competition to be determined based on nominations from the public rather than direct entry. It may not surprise you to know that given the remarkable response shown to COVID-19 by so many of our fabulous food and drink businesses, that we were inundated with hundreds of heartwarming nominations. And indeed it was why, as we announced at our first course of awards results back in November, 5 golds were awarded in the specially instigated category of COVID-19 Local Hero of the Year, recognising their specific contribution to their communities in respect of the pandemic. So after what you might imagine was one of the toughest shortlisting processes of all, our finalists in tonight's category were chosen for their incredible efforts in using Northamptonshire produce to play their part in acting as local food heroes. The 4, which in the case of all categories this evening will be announced in alphabetical order, are Elliott family of Noborough Lodge Farm Shop at Norton, Hampton Fine Foods Deli in Long Buckby, the Fox and Hounds in Whittlebury, and the Plough at Shuttlanger. So let's hear a little from each of them of what they've been doing over the past 10 months to make them so deserving of being shortlisted.
During lockdown, we started a free shopping service for our lovely customers and the people in the local community and neighbouring villages. So we'd go to the butchers, the chemist, the co-op for them, just to make sure they had all their provisions. We bought our whole deli online and offered a free delivery service also. Hot pots, we made hot pots for the elderly in the village and for anyone else who wanted one on a Friday. So I'd get up extra early on a Friday to make the hot pot. We've been trying to offer all of our customers a range of product to keep them going during lockdown and keeping the prices as low as we possibly can, because we know that things, pennies are pretty tight at this time of year.
During the first lockdown, we started doing takeaways for the first week through our kitchen. Unfortunately, we had a kitchen fire and we had to rebuild a brand new kitchen through the first lockdown. But while we were doing that, also we opened a village stall at the side of the pub where we offered fruit and veg on a daily basis, and we quickly realised that that stall wasn't going to be big enough to sustain the support from the village. So we turned our restaurant over the next 2 days into a village shop where we offered everything from dairy products, butchery products, fruit and veg and savoury. Everything came in daily, 6 days a week. And we delivered everything to our customers who needed delivery, who were self-isolating because they were elderly or vulnerable, and we did that for free for a 5-mile radius.
So yeah, we're really pleased and honoured to be nominated by our customers for making a difference for them during lockdown. We built a little mini supermarket supplying essential goods to the village and to our local customers that use the restaurant. We then reopened and have now opened the shop full time in one of our barns and converted that. So it's been a real pleasure to be able to serve the community during the lockdown and to carry on giving a good service, good quality items, good local produce at reasonable prices. So at the moment we're still running the shop. We're doing our takeaways at the moment, doing 4 days a week, doing a busy Friday, Saturday, Sunday service, and still serving a few hundred takeaways a week. So it's been really good for business being involved with the Food and Drink Awards as far as marketing and
social media has been brilliant, hasn't
and
it?
just awareness of the local produce that we can deliver to the community through the restaurant and through the shop. So it's been a real pleasure to supply things like Brixworth pate, local chutneys, local jams, Whittlebury bakery, quite a lot of other stuff that we've been using.
We've also got our own baker now, Ellie, who I think everyone's going wild for her bakes, aren't they?
Yeah,
so we've got our own local supplier, which is lovely.
Fresh produce coming out every morning.
Fantastic efforts from all of our 4 finalists. Well, sponsoring the category for the first time, Northampton College is one of the top performing colleges in the country and the leading provider of further education in the South East Midlands. It offers a broad range of full and part-time courses, apprenticeships and higher education programmes to around 10,000 students. The outstanding learning environment, together with a culture of high expectation and support, gives many students a new perspective on learning, leading to an exemplary record of positive destinations. The college celebrated a high level of student achievement this year, with 96% of students passing their qualifications and 94% progressing into employment or further study. And so I'm delighted to welcome their principal, Pat Brennan-Barrett, to announce the results.
Good evening. My name is Pat Brennan-Barrett and I'm the principal at Northampton College. As the leading college for Northamptonshire, we are delighted to be sponsoring the Local Food Hero category as part of the prestigious Weetabix Northamptonshire Food and Drink Award. The global pandemic has put enormous pressure on the food and drink industry, but also highlighted the extraordinary flexibility of the sector to face the biggest public health emergency in living memory. The good news is where there are challenges, there are also opportunities. The hospitality sector has been incredibly inventive when it comes to diversifying and trying new approaches, whether that's restaurants opening community shops or offering new takeaway and delivery services, even alternative menus that are more suited to the current guidelines and operational restrictions. It's this resilience and adaptive approach that will stand the sector in good stead as it presses ahead with economic recovery. As the college in the local community, we're keen to show our support for the hidden heroes in the food and drink industry. They've come together to support some of the most vulnerable members of society. To that end, I have 3 envelopes here, and the first one I'm going to open is the bronze. So I'm delighted to say awarded bronze in the local food hero category are Ham Tum Fine Food Deli, Long Buckby, and the Elliott family at Norburn Lodge Farm Shop in Norton. Congratulations to both of you. Now I'll move on to the silver category. Awarded silver in the local food hero category is the Fox and Hounds at Whittlebury. Congratulations to all of you. And finally, I move on to the Gold Award. Awarded gold in the Weetabix Northamptonshire Food and Drink Local Food Hero category is the Plough at Shuttlanger. Many congratulations to all of you. And congratulations to all of the finalists, and in particular our gold winners. I'd like to bid you all good night.
Thank you, Pat, and to Northampton College for your continuing support. And of course, massive congratulations to Jessie and Jim and the entire team at the Plough. The second stage judges were, of course, sadly unable to pay their usual visits to the finalists to determine the results, so instead put each of them through gruelling Zoom interviews and said that while all 4 were local food heroes, the Plough deserved the gold for their approach, being, and I quote, so passionate, enthusiastic and down to earth, they will just keep going and giving. Another judge said, it is clear to see that they enjoy what they do and have a great commitment to local food. So our thanks indeed to those judges who were inspired and humbled by the efforts of all 4 of our local food hero finalists. Well, a reminder that alongside this pre-recorded broadcast, we are live across social media. So please do find and follow us across the various platforms, and of course use the hashtag WNFAD20 for your contributions. So our second category this evening is that of Chef of the Year, proudly sponsored again by Dawn Farms. Following a preliminary shortlisting process, and with lockdown forcing the closure of our usual generous host, Northampton College, 4 of the county's finest chefs were invited to compete in the cook-off at Shire's Cookery School at East Haddon. A big thank you indeed to James Claydon for making us so welcome, and not to mention Nick and Ren at the neighbouring Red Lion Hotel, who hosted the judges as they cogitated and deliberated. Yes, I'm not sure that's American, but anyway. Owing to restrictions, the quartet was split into 2 pairs for the morning and afternoon sessions, with the carefully distanced judges enjoying a full day of observing, tasting and scoring. The task for the competitors was to create a starter of wild mushroom risotto, followed by a main course using their key Northamptonshire ingredients of locally shot rabbit, homegrown damsons and artichokes, and red wine from Earls Barton's New Lodge Vineyard. The finalists vying for glory are Jim Miller from the Willow and Brook at Apethorpe, Michael O'Gorman of Side Order Catering in Wellingborough, Zach Perrin of the Falcon at Fotheringay, and Samuel Squires from Restaurant Hibiscus in Northampton. Among the judges charged with the difficult role of determining the results, alongside Simon Dyer, from whom we heard earlier, were our host, James Claydon, the former chef to the England women's football team, Gavin Austin, and a proud semi-finalist in last year's BBC MasterChef, former Northampton Saints player Christian Day. Well, before we reveal who is taking the title this year, a little more about the category's proud sponsor. Established in 1985, Dawn Farms is a family-owned company and the largest European dedicated supplier of cooked meat, fermented and dried sausage ingredients. The team at Dawn Farms continues to strive for excellence across all categories, from pushing the innovation pipeline, ensuring continuity of supply through the current market, and stringent farm-to-fork traceability controlled by their technical department. So I'd now like to hand you over to Aaron Melly, the Head of Science and Innovation at Dawn Farms and one of our long-standing judges for the Chef of the Year award.
Thanks, Anna. Again this year, Dawn Farms were pleased and honoured to sponsor such an exciting category within the awards. Yet again, we've been blown away by the culinary talent that we have within the county, and it's been a pleasure to witness the creative skills and talent shown by the 4 chefs involved. Congratulations, and thank you all for taking part. Awarded bronze in the Chef of the Year category are James Miller of Willow and Brook Althorpe and Michael O'Gorman of Side Catering Wellingborough. Awarded silver in this year's Chef of the Year category is Zach Perrin of the Falcon, Fotheringhay. Boom, boom. Awarded gold in the Weetabix Northamptonshire Food and Drinks Award Chef of the Year category is Samuel Squires from Restaurant Hibiscus, Northampton. Many congratulations to all the finalists involved, especially the gold winner.
Massive congratulations to all of our finalists, but in particular to Samuel for taking the gold. Much deserved, said the judges. Yours was a well-planned and executed classic dish with a great balance of flavours. So here's Richard Clinton, Chief Executive from the Preservation Trust at Delapre Abbey, which is home to Hibiscus, to tell us a little bit more about Samuel's talents and what the gold will mean not only to him, but also to the venue.
Everyone at Delapre Abbey is absolutely delighted and thrilled that Sam Squires has been named Northamptonshire Food and Drink Awards Chef of the Year. Almost a year to the anniversary when the team at Hibiscus came and joined us here at Delapre Abbey. It's great to have this celebration. We can't wait to welcome everyone back. What we've seen from Sam Squires during this year is his inventive skills and his absolute passion that he puts on every plate that he serves. We know our customers have been thrilled by the experiences that he delivers here. So we very much look forward to welcoming the team back and all our brilliant customers back later this year. So congratulations and well done, Sam, and well done to all the other winners in Northamptonshire Food and Drink Awards. Cheers.
Cheers indeed, Richard. And of course, we can't wait until this latest lockdown is over to be able to come and sample Samuel's gold-winning talents. Well, don't forget, if you're posting your congratulations this evening on social media, please do use the hashtag WNFAD20. And so to our third and final category for this, our second course of awards, that of Booker Young Chef of the Year. As with our chef category, a fantastic set of entries from some of the county's rising talent, aged under 25, led to a tricky shortlisting, with 4 finalists being selected and invited again to Shire's Cookery School last summer to compete for the title, once more in 2 pairs to observe social distancing. Now for this coming year, we're considering asking our young chefs to create an innovative dish using Weetabix and baked beans. But anyway, for this last year, their Ready Steady Cook Style challenge was to prepare and serve their own version of chicken cordon bleu, using locally sourced ingredients of ham from Saul's of Stratton, cheese from Hampton Fine Foods, and breadcrumbs created using a loaf from Whittleby Bakery, and, as with their senior counterparts, no prior knowledge of the challenge ahead. The 4 going for gold were Austin Howsam from the Spencer Arms at Chapelbrampton and Cheeky Chomp, Northampton, Kenny Markham, Burnt Lemon Chefs at Woodford, Louis Scott from Stanford-on-Avon, and David Arthur Smith of the Pal Michael at Burton Latimer. Among the judges were Northampton College's Head of Catering Phil Martin, our esteemed awards patron and former cookery school owner Mary Lang, and Peter Saunders from category sponsor Booker. And indeed, I'd now like to welcome Nathan Portis, who is Catering Development Controller from the UK's leading food and drink wholesaler. Booker serves over 400,000 catering customers, covering everything from nursing homes and hospitals through to gastropubs and coffee shops, from over 190 branches nationwide, which are open 7 days a week. Booker's commitment to its customers is to improve choice, price and service for them. Nathan, it's over to you.
Thank you, Anna. Once again, Booker are thrilled to have sponsored this exciting category, and it was fantastic to see the next generation of chefs preparing, presenting and serving excellent dishes to all our judges. Well done all. I've now have great pleasure in awarding the bronze in the Booker Chef of the Year category. So awarded bronze in the Booker Young Chef of the Year category is Austin Howsam from the Spencer Arms, Chapelbrampton and Cheeky Chomp. Well done. Awarded silver in the Booker Young Chef of the Year category is David Arthur Smith of the Pal Michael Burton Latimer and Louis Scott of Stanford-on-Avon. Congratulations. Okay, so awarded gold in the Weetabix Northamptonshire Food and Drink Awards Booker Young Chef of the Year is Kenny Markham from Burnt Lemon Chefs in Woodford. Many congratulations to all our finalists and particularly you, Kenny, our gold winner. Well done.
Oh, wow. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, I think I feel very sort of shocked in a way. But yeah, just really, really happy with the results. So thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's brilliant news, Kenny. How does it feel then after the 3rd time of entering?
Sort of relieving in a way. That I mean, I guess I entered the awards from the experience more so anyway. But obviously it's a great achievement to then get the gold award. So yeah, I'm really, really happy.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, many congratulations. You do deserve it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, very well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Kenny, a former finalist and indeed last year's runner-up, going one better this year, taking the gold, which just goes to show some things are worth fighting for. Well, a massive thank you again to Phil Martin, alongside our other judges, and to Northampton College, who, despite being unable to host this summer's cook-offs, played a big part in supporting both events. So that concludes the results of our 2nd course. So I'd now like to hand you back to Rachel for a few final thoughts.
Welcome back. Well, what an evening, and thank you for being part of this with us. I do hope you've enjoyed it, and I do hope that you found and seen some people that you can go and follow, find out what they're doing and support them in the future. There are some amazing stories tonight that you'll have heard, and many congratulations to all of you. What I wanted to do this evening is to say a particular thank you to our media partners and supporters. All Things Business, BBC Radio Northampton, Business Times, The Chronicle and Echo, Northamptonshire Telegraph, The Great Food Club, Nenquira, NLive Radio, Northampton Life, NN Pulse and Shire Sounds. Without you and without your support for our food and drink businesses, we wouldn't have the vibrant food and drink culture that we have. We really do appreciate it. And All Things Business are actually having their awards in two nights' time. So look out, go online. It's the Northamptonshire Business Excellence Awards. Tickets are still available, I'm told. And we have a wonderful opportunity to also be watching and keeping our fingers crossed for Brooklyn Brownie and Burnt Lemon, who are two finalists who are in the running for one of their food awards. So I'll be keeping an eye out and watching, and I hope you will too. Finally, keep an eye out on social media for our announcement about our March event, and hopefully by then we can do so in very different circumstances. I leave you now with a list of all of our finalists that we're going to be seeing in March, and that is the Food and Drink Student of the Year, the Booker Dining Venue of the Year, and the World Cuisine Restaurant of the Year. And we'll be bringing you stories and those announcements next month. Don't forget our hashtag WNFAD20. And I think that's probably cropped up once or twice during the awards evening itself. So this is it. We'll see you again next month. Have a very peaceful evening. And if you're a finalist tonight and you're sitting at home watching, please do be reassured that actually to have got this far, you've been amazing. We're very proud of all that you're doing, and we will continue to support you in whatever way we can. And to our judges, our mystery shoppers, in particular to our sponsors, our headline sponsor Weetabix and our category sponsors, thank you. To our families and friends, and to all those Northamptonshire foodies who just thought they'd tune in for something slightly different on a Tuesday evening. We do appreciate your support. Thank you. So have a great evening. Raise a glass. This is from Northamptonshire, as I'm sure you can imagine. Take care. Good night.